guys competing for spots on defense. Like, looks like there's teams getting back into the mix.
Well, it's been good. You know, we've been continually trying to mix those guys and play to our depth. I definitely think it's one of our strengths. And so whether it's Timu and Curse or all the four safeties and what they're doing, and Gilliland and Fuimwano, we're really trying to rotate those guys, and because I think we'll be better for it, not just now, but even in the long run.
Is there something certainly you see with Arizona in terms of moving kind of back outside and kind of looking when he's out there?
Well, obviously they've got some big receivers, you know, and when you look at the two guys they have on the outside, Kreiner and Buckner, you know, and their ability to throw fade routes to those guys is one of the keys to their offense. I think the bigger bodies we have out there, the better offense. You know, at least it should be that way. We'll see.
Is Samisi okay, or what's going on with him?
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, is there anything you can really throw at him that has can you really disguise that much?
I hope so. You know, and that's.
But I mean, he's pretty veteran.
I mean, he's a veteran, you know, but he's not, 15-year NFL vet yet, you know. So we got to try. I mean, I think we'd be foolish not to try to, and we need to throw some things not just at him, but at their offensive line and their backs and their receivers, and we've got to continue to mix things up. I think one thing with the veteran guys, if you sit in one thing, then it gets too comfortable for him, too easy for him. So we need to try to continue to throw some different things at him and mix it up and make him work at it.
What is it about Sean Murray?
You know what I think Will's done the best? He's always been a nice athlete for us. He's always run well, had good ball skills. What he's showing us now is a real physicality to his game. I thought he's tackled extremely well the last few times we played, and he's really putting his face on people, and he's playing the game with a real tenacity. He's going for it, and you can see it. He almost appears faster than he is. He's playing really well.
I think you mentioned Monday at the press conference that you'd see later that day, which was Monday, about kind of the mental state
Sure.
of the team, how they
I think we're great now. I think it took a little time, but that's okay. That just shows me they really care. But I thought yesterday was a very spirited practice for our group, and they came back and did it again today. I think they're embracing the elements. They kind of enjoy it. They enjoy the coolness in the air. And, I've been proud of them. We've unfortunately been faced with some of these challenges before in our past, and we've responded really well. And so I wouldn't expect anything less from us. I think we'll respond well Saturday.
Is it just draws, or are they doing
I think they're doing everything. They've got a bit of their pistol cone type offense going. And they've committed themselves to it in the sense that I think they had over 40 rush attempts last week. So it's rejuvenated because they're running the ball, and not it's I think it's easy to say we got to run the ball better, and then you only have 15 attempts. It's hard to really run the ball better, and they committed themselves to it last week versus UCLA, and so we'll have to see what their plan is versus us as the game gets going.
Is the fact that they might be kind of thin in the secondary make you want to change anything?
I don't think so. We've got a plan, and we've got to be prepared for some different things. They did some different stuff versus UCLA. They went back to a little bit of the old Desert Swarm defense there, the flex defense. So we've got to be prepared for the stuff they're doing earlier in the year and the stuff they did last game. And so we've got a plan in place, and and hopefully we can go out and execute really well.
How much input did you have in the game plan? They're making a big deal about Foles scripting some of the plays and Lux doing as well.
None. I played for the Dr. Norman Chow. He told me what to run, and we went and ran it.
Nick, I think we kind of went down this road after the Nebraska game, but Coach Holt, just public criticism and the columns of the fan base and the reaction. What do you make of all that?
Well, he's a stud. Nick he's been through this before, and in this profession, you've got to take the bad with the good, and understand the jobs that we have and the positions that we're in, and the criticism that comes from that. And if you don't understand that, this is the wrong profession for you. I mean, you've got to be able to be thick-skinned, and you got to find that even keel, that even space to where you never get too high, you never get too low, and you enjoy the experience of coming to work every day. And I think Nick is doing that.
You feel like it's unfair?
I don't know. We didn't play very well. And that's okay. That doesn't mean we can't get better. That's not the end of the world. The sun's going to come up tomorrow, I hope, and we'll get up tomorrow and we'll go back to work.
I think you guys talked about this before, but it sounds like the weather might not be super great on Saturday. Does that change anything about your game plan?
I don't think for us. I think that we're so accustomed to it, with our guys and our quarterbacks playing in it. I think Keith has really grown accustomed to it. From where, if you would have saw Keith on a night like this, his true freshman year, he would have been bundled up and shivering and teeth clanking together. But you get used to it, and I think our guys actually perform pretty well in these type of environments.
See, a couple years ago, people remember it felt like death by bubble strain. They just kept throwing it. But it doesn't look like it looks like it's a little different.
Well, they're changing a little, yeah. They've evolved. I think that's just in general. You evolve. Typically, offenses constantly evolve. Even the stuff that you've done great for years, it just kind of starts to fade away. Partially because people start to defend the stuff you do well better, and they've evolved.